metals. Justin Davis will be here after the presentation to give us an update on what's going on with the overview. So let me tell you a little bit about our presenter. Our presenter, if you have not had the treat of being on before, is Antoine McVeigh. Now, Antoine has spent the last 7 years in Vietnam. He is a seasoned veteran in the industry, and he just recently came back to Dallas, Texas, which happens to be the headquarters of Atcos Metals as well. And Antoine had an opportunity for the last 4.5 years to work with our CEO, Justin Davis. And so he's super excited about this. He'll tell you more about that, but a little bit more about Antoine. Antoine has been a president of a crypto project. He also has been, of course, my notes aren't coming up. Forgive me. I'm trying to go off memory. So, guys, I won't do him justice. You're going to be pleasantly surprised. So, without further ado, Antoine, are you there?
I'm here, Don. Thank you so very much. I appreciate you. Thank you for your leadership and the value that you bring to Atcos Metals. What I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to go ahead and just share my screen and get right to it. And before I do, I want to help you to understand that the information I'm going to share with you is very, very powerful. We're going to be very, very brief in this presentation because I want you to hear from some individuals who are extremely talented and gifted in their own right, but they're going to share with you the value proposition and why they got involved with Atcos Metals, as well as you're going to hear from our CEO, Mr. Justin Davis, who I've been working with for the past 4.5 years. So originally being from Dallas, living in Asia for the past 7 years, I've been the president of a cryptocurrency company out of Korea. I've been the chairman of a crypto trading software platform. And I need you to understand something, that I've lived, my wife and I, 100% on crypto for the past 7 years. 100% on crypto through all the volatility of the industry. We've been through the good, the bad, the ugly, but we've lived on it. Everything we own has been purchased with crypto. So to be able to add a asset class like precious metals, gold and silver and bullion, it was a big, big deal because it creates a level of security, unlike crypto. That I'm trying to tell you that everyone needs to add to their portfolio. If you don't add precious metals to your portfolio, the reason you wouldn't do this is because your math is off. Your numbers are off. That is the only reason you wouldn't do this. This is for everyone. I don't care if you work in another business. If you have fiat, and if you don't know what that is, that means you're really missing it. Fiat is US dollar, Vietnam dong, Korean won, Thai baht. If you have fiat, then you need to diversify your fiat, a portion of that, into precious metals. And if you're going to do that, you want the best price, thus at cost. So I'm going to cover this presentation very quickly. You're going to hear from a few people, and then you're going to hear from our CEO. Okay? So welcome to Atcos Metals. Here are some requirements for a successful company: perfect timing, perfect product, perfect business model. We have all three. Statements from experts: Dr. Ron Paul, a congressman, that says inflation is a very simple concept to understand. More money equals what? Less value. Robert Kiyosaki, author of Rich Dad Poor Dad, that says silver may be the best possible way to build wealth. What's interesting is these quotes are at least 20 years old, but they're probably truer today than ever before. So let's talk about reasons why this is so timely. Global uncertainty. If you will agree that there's some global uncertainty right now, put some fire in the chat. If you agree that there's some global uncertainty, understand that that dictates the necessity of a stable store value. Inflation, clearly winning the war, not getting any better, it's only going to get worse. Globally, the housing market has been affected. Grocery prices are unsustainable. Central banks, they are all printing money at unprecedented rates. And of course, paper currency, it's a matter of time. It's going digital. You've got the BRICS and you've got the Fed now. And the lasting effects of COVID, which has affected supply chains. Ladies and gentlemen, these are not opinions. These are facts regardless of one political views, nationality, or religion. So why precious metals? Well, unlike crypto, which I've never held in my hand, gold and silver holds real tangible value and you can hold it in your hand. And guess what else? It's time tested. And it is the best product that hedges against inflation that's winning this war. It's easily explainable. Even children know it's good to have gold and silver. It's stable during times of uncertainty. And it is the best product to be garage qualified. If you're going to reorder something, when you want some gold and silver, rather than having products that have an expiration date, some of y'all know what I'm talking about. Success leaves clue. So let me give you the first clue. According to CNN Business, December 16, 2023, Costco's hottest item isn't rotisserie chicken. It's $2,000 gold bars. So $2,000 gold bars have replaced food. Why do you think that is? We talked about it, global uncertainty. Here's another clue. Central banks are buying gold at record pace so far in 2023. So consumers are putting their money in the bank. The banks are taking consumers' money, they're buying GOLD, which is what you should be doing. I'm willing to bet they're going to break another record in 2024. Here's another clue. States where gold and silver have become legal tender. If you look over to the right, Louisiana, Utah, Texas, they have passed legislation recognizing gold and silver as legal tender. It's a move that allows citizens to make transactions using precious metal in place of cash. Those are clues. Let's talk quickly about our business model. We've developed relationships with the largest market makers in bullion and numismatics coin, fourth and fifth largest in the world. We own all of our networking software, so we don't outsource anything, and we're not going to charge you a monthly fee for a website. You get it for free. We send precious metal, bullion, at cost to our members, and we're going to pay, watch this, everyday ordinary people, regardless of race, gender, religion, education, or background, to simply share their membership experience with others. We can manage, we can anticipate the growth, and it has to make sense for all parties involved. Let's talk more about the company. Brand new company. So when it comes to opportunity, you want to board the plane of opportunity when it's on the ground or when it's in the air. This plane is on the ground because of the timing that you're hearing about it. We all have a first class ticket on this boarding this plane of opportunity because of timing. But I don't want you to board with a coach class mentality and miss out on your potential destiny, all because of the way you think. This is 2024. We need to start. Don't bring old dirt into the new year. Our management is seasoned in this space. Had a precious metals company before, based right out of Dallas, where they sold $1 billion in precious metals. Thus, the relationship with the fourth and fifth largest in the world. Offering true at-call pricing on precious metal and bullion, we have an incredible, lucrative compensation plan that has an incredible residual income component that's being fueled by our numismatic, where people are trading fake money for real money. It's extremely powerful. We'll talk about that. Let's get into the products. We're going to offer the exact same bars as Costco's, the exact same metals, but for less cost. American Eagles, Buffalo Morgan, the Peaks, Canadian Maple Leafs, the South African Cougar Ram, generic bars and coins, Engelhard, Johnson Matthey, and so much more. We'll provide that transparency where you can check our website and shop it with anyone out in the industry. So how does our pricing compare and what's the big deal? Dealer direct versus at cost. If you're buying from a dealer, you are buying dealer direct. But that has no bearing on the price, but rather refers to who sold it to you. At cost means you pay the exact same price the dealer pays. At the time the company put together this presentation, we did a price comparison on a single silver eagle, the most purchased coin in the world. Our competitors are priced anywhere from $29.90, $31.54. Your big gold and silver online retailers anywhere from $31.01 to $31.24. At cost, $26.48 at the time the company put this together. That's a savings of anywhere between 12.4 to 18% on the exact same metal. We also have what's called the DAP Vault. It's one of the most powerful features at cost metals, the ability for customers to buy precious metals incrementally. That's why this fits everyone, regardless of your income level. So that means you can buy as little as $1 worth of gold or silver, $5 worth, $20 worth. It's totally fine, even $1 million worth. Okay, the amount of metal you purchase is tracked to 0.0001 of an ounce and displayed on your metal space. This means you can accumulate metal at your pace the way with the click of one button from your mobile device. You can sell it, and if you do, then your cash out and your cash amount will increase based on the sale. You can withdraw it if you want, or you can use that money to purchase what? More precious metal. In other words, the choice is yours. Speaking of the vault, it's the highest ranked vaulting companies that are owned by the suppliers, proven to be at the highest levels of security, safety, and service, utilizing Class 3 state of the art. Each facility is constructed with impenetrable walls and barriers. All lots require several methods of verifying access before someone can enter. The customer's precious metals are held as bailment and not as deposit or consignment, offering protection to customers against assets and cannot be seized to pay depository debts. Proven process to ensure customer precious metals deposits are secure. Investors' data is what? Kept private, and ensure discreet confidential treatment on all aspects of customers' accounts. Also maintaining all risks, insurance, as well as additional policies, which covers acts of terrorism, strict inventory control, real-time reporting available 24/7, expedient processing of shipments, fully insured delivery, international delivery, and custom clearance. We're talking about vaults for countries store pallets of their gold and silver. And if it's safe enough for countries, believe me, it's safe enough for you and I. The cost of the vaulting, it's fairly inexpensive. It's based on the amount of gold and silver that you want to store in that vault, 0.45% of an account value, or 0.60 based on certified coins. Very, very affordable to utilize that vault. If what I've just shared with you makes sense, let's talk about how much is the membership, and what is the company going to pay people like you and I to share our membership experience? First of all, I've said it, we're in 2024. Things have changed, okay? Every company out there has some form of an affiliate model. Target has an affiliate model. Amazon has an affiliate model. Walmart has an affiliate model. Even American Airlines has an affiliate model. So why not at Cost Metals? Our membership offering, $399, the metals plus unlimited. What do you get for that? You will receive 18 months of unlimited at cost pricing, physical precious metals, bullions, and access to specialty collectible products, and access to the DAP trading vault, which is an additional $200 value. You get all of that. Plus, you're going to get 3 perfect MS graded numismatic silver coins. So you get some silver coins as well as 18 months membership and the DAP vault with the metals plus package. The second membership offering is $149. What do you get for that? 12 months of unlimited at cost pricing on precious metals, bullions, and access to special collectibles, and access to the DAP trading vault. And then we have our $75 Get Ahead program. It's a monthly program where you can trade fake money for real money every single month. That will be an MS70, PR70, perfectly graded numismatic silver eagle coins, or other similar graded coins that will be available. And then we have our specialty bullion, where we're going to offer more select variety of coins, rounds, and bars from around the world, typically below retail. And this is another great way to broaden your horizon in the precious metal space. Let's talk about the compensation plan. We have a binary comp plan. Bi means two. You're going to have a left team and you're going to have a right team. This binary comp plan pays a direct bonus for everyone you directly introduce, and team bonus as metal is being purchased on the left team and the right team. Those points will flow all the way back up to who? All the way back up to you. All right? So if someone that you introduce choose a metals package, you're going to earn a $25 direct. And you can introduce as many as you want to collect that 25. That's 30 points that will fuel that binary. If someone selects the metals package, you're going to earn a $50 direct. That's 100 points that will fuel the binary. On our $75 Get Ahead monthly coin program, 20 points fuels the binary. If anybody chooses the specialty bullion, that's anywhere from 1 to 50 points that will fuel the binary. Now watch this. When you have 500 points on your left team and 500 points on your right team, it's called a cycle, and it will pay you $500. Now, what do you have to do to qualify for that? One membership cell on your left team, one membership cell on your right team. And as we share our membership experience with others, and they begin to do the same, and those teams begin to grow, and metal is being purchased anywhere, unlimited levels down that left team, unlimited levels down that right team, those points will flow all the way back up the tree back to you. And every time there's 500 left and 500 right, that's a cycle. It pays you $500. And then we have a matching bonus. 10% match on personal referrals team cycles for affiliates ranked silver or gold. So if you are a silver and you introduce me, every time I cycle and I earn $500, you earn a 10% match. 50, 50, 50, 50 for everyone you personally introduce. Then the company did something very unique and different in this space. We don't have a master distributor here. We have what's called the pot of gold. Have you ever heard if you can get to the end of the rainbow, you can get to the pot of gold? Here, hit the rank of gold. And it doesn't require much. And the company's going to take 50% of those commissions and split it equally amongst all those at the gold rank. They'll take the other 50%, use that for special promotions and promos until we have too many goals. Then they'll create a new rank, take that portion, split it with those at the new ranks. So speaking of ranks, how many do we have and how do you get there? There's 3 ranks. Very simple compensation plan. First rank is affiliate. What do you have to do? Which one? And they need to be, so what's the definition of active? As someone that is trading a fake coin, fake money for real money, okay? They're trading fake US dollar or Vietnam dollar or Thai baht and said, I want gold and silver. They're buying precious metal and they're getting that $75 coin of the month or any of our specialty bullion. That is trading fake money for real money. And as long as someone is actively doing that every month, or selling one membership a month, you can earn up to $2,000 a week in that $500 cycle bonus. That's $104,000 a year, and all you did was introduce 2 people. If you're willing to do a little bit more, the company will pay you a lot more. Introduce 3 membership cells on your left in the gray, 3 membership cells on your right. Now you can earn up to $10,000 for the week. Are you hearing me? And you also earn the 10% match on your personals. Did you hear me? 3 on your left and 3 on your right. 6 people, you can qualify to earn $10,000 a week. And if you're willing to do just a little bit more, it'll pay you a heck of a lot more. 6 membership cells on your left in the gold, 6 membership cells on your right. Help one of those 6 become silver. And now you earn up to $30,000 a week. And that's with 2 E's, not EA. $30,000 a week. That's $1.4 million a year. Did you hear me? Yes. $1.4 million a year. And all you did was introduce a minimum of 12 people. Now, I don't believe you should make your minimums your maximums, but here we're talking about it. And that goal, remember, you participate in the pot of gold. So as the company grow and that top position gets to a point where it's maxing out at $30,000 a week, that's like a profit share where it's split amongst all, with 50% of that, which will be 15,000, split amongst all those at the gold rank. Once that top position max out, it can take some time, but we know it's just a matter of time. It's going to happen. And it's best to be in position than out of position. Hello. Some additional compensation information. Points can begin to accumulate as soon as you are placed into the genealogy, and they can accumulate up to your max base rank. Customers, that cost means you pay the exact same price the dealer pays. The exact same price the dealer pays. Don't miss this. Unused points remain intact. They do not reset after cycle as long as you're active. What does that mean, Antoine? As your team is growing, let's say you have 900 points on your left team, 700 points on your right team, 500 and 500 pays you a cycle bonus. But what about the remaining 400 points on your left, the remaining 200 points on your right? As long as you're active, they do not reset. They stay. That means you're that much closer to what? Cycling again. Because if you got 400 on your left, that means levels down. I don't care if it's 1,000 levels down. Someone buys the metal plus package membership, that 100 points flows all the way back up to the tree, which means now you have 500 on your left. And if the same thing happens on the right, except 3 new memberships come in, that's another 500 points for you. 500 and 500 pays you another $500 cycle bonus. That's why you want to stay active, because those points don't flush. Very important. Here, Sunday AM, Saturday PM, Eastern US. We compress on the direct and the 10% match when it's appropriate. 75% hard cap commission to ensure the company doors stay open. Leadership in the field have input on the direction of the company. The bottom line, we're launching because we know that there is a better way to do precious metals. And we have the best bullion prices and the best compensation plan to prove it. And the person that invited you here wants you to be a part of it. Two types of mindsets here. I'm going to keep it simple. Two, not three, two. The first mindset says, Antoine, man, this is great. I'm in. I don't understand everything. I got enough. Send me your link. If that's you, get back with the person that invited you. Get their link and enroll. Just tell them you're number one. Give me your link. Enroll. Right now, because we haven't launched, but we are days away, you can lock in your spot for $25. And that $25 is on your dashboard. You don't lose the money. It means when it's time to flip that switch, you just pay the balance based on the membership that you want. Boom, you're in. Or you can go ahead and put it on your dashboard, the membership that you want, because literally that switch is about to be turned on here pretty soon. So you'll already be ready. Mindset of number two says, Antoine, it's great. I got some questions. Get your questions answered and make the best decision for you. The only reason a person don't do this is they don't understand the numbers. That's it. Because I don't care how much money you make, what business you in, you're making great money, you still need to diversify a portion of your portfolio into precious metals. And you want to do that by getting the best pricing. And there's no one going to beat our pricing. With that being said, I'm going to stop the screen share. I want Dawn, because she did such a lovely job of introducing me. I want her to share with me why at cost metals for her. And and she said we were going to max out, and we did. We maxed out at 500. So Dawn, if you don't mind, please share with us why at cost metals for you. If you can do that in 30 to 60 seconds, that would be great.
All right, I will definitely do it quick. Exciting times, Antoine. You are amazing. You are such a fantastic presenter. So, learned about gold and silver about 6 years ago, learned how important it was, and have come full circle. Had an opportunity to work with JD. And I will tell you, over the years, it's been the precious metals that have just saved my hide when you go through dips. So, super excited that we're at cost. Nobody else is bold enough to give out these prices. No markup on bullion. Really exciting. Pay attention to it. Thank you, Antoine.
Thank you so much, Don. I really appreciate it. A gentleman now I want you to hear from, he actually flew into Dallas and he wanted to meet with JD, and I met with him, and it was an incredible meeting. We had dinner together and just building that relationship. Incredible guy, very, very successful in his own right. I'm going to ask Scott, if you don't mind. Scott, please share with us why at cost metals for you, sir.
Hey, Antoine, thanks for having me on, brother.
Yes, sir.
It was a real pleasure meeting you and your family and JD. That's always been really important to me, to meet the people that are actually running the thing. I tend to have a sixth sense about people when I meet them, and when I can't meet them for one reason or another, I really hesitate on getting involved. I have a pretty big organization, a pretty big group of followers, and we've had a tough 24 months without question. And when I found this, when Gary Wood introduced me to this program, I knew immediately, because just like, is it Dana, the one that spoke before me? Don. I also had an incident in my life where I needed to put my hands on some cash very quickly, and I didn't have the liquidity, but I did have a safe full of gold and silver. And over a 2-day period in Austin, Texas, I was able to I was able to turn it into cash, fiat trash, and pay that government agency that was up my, what. And it was very, very convenient to have that. And one other thing I wanted to say, Antoine, it is the thing that I've been telling my team is learn the compensation plan. Once you understand the compensation plan, you cannot say no. You cannot look at this like it's just another one of those businesses. You can't look at it in any other way than this is unique. It is one of a kind. I've never seen anything like it. It's the best compensation plan I've ever seen, and the best product that there is in the world. Okay, so when you put those two things together and you've got a guy with the experience that JD has, having done this already, all right, and then with your assistance and the whole team that's running the show, I'll tell you what, I am so happy to be here. I'm so happy that I've been able to usher. I've got 110 on one side, 120 on my other side. I think that's a pretty good start. Anybody can do it, Antoine. Anybody can do it. You just got to get started right now.
So thank you so very much, Scott. You're exactly right. I appreciate the value you bring to Cost Metals. That very beautiful diagram that you guys saw gave you a visual aid of how to hit affiliates, how to hit silver and gold. That was done by Scott and his team. So thank you so very much, Scott. I appreciate you. Next person I want you to hear from is a gentleman I had a chance to do an event with out in Killeen, Texas. I'm going to have Mr. Darrell Porter to share with us why at Cost Metals for him.
So I can hear me?
I sure can.
Awesome, man. Hey, good job, man. I'm ready to sign up all over again, man. But yeah, I'm excited, man. You know, one of the things that I talk about a lot is, you know, most companies are based around a consumption business model. The product has to be consumed every month, and that's where your value comes in at. We have something totally different. We have a savings-based model, and that's why I'm so excited about this. It's because now every month, when I receive a product in the mail, I don't have to consume that product. That product gives value as soon as it hits my mailbox every single month. And that's a beautiful thing. You know, we have an opportunity to reverse rational law. You know, bad money drives out good money. And what that means is bad money is used in the economy and good money is being hoarded. And that's what banks are doing. Banks are hoarding good money. And we're giving people the opportunity through Every Cost Metal to be able to put themselves in position to do what banks are doing. We're hoarding money. We're creating financial insurance and financial crisis protection for ourselves and for our families. And a lot of people, the last two presenters, I too had an opportunity, and you, Antoine, you lived off of crypto for 7 years. Well, the precious metal saved me for 6 months of my life, paid all my bills for 6 months. So I know what precious metals can do for a person. When you need it, you got it. And I know that precious metals is recognized anywhere in the world. I can go anywhere in the world, and gold and silver will always be accepted because gold and silver is real money. As Robert Kiyosaki would say, cash is trash. This is fake money, and we're getting real good money, and we're not really buying. You know, we're just exchanging bad money for good money. So that's why I love this company. That's why I'm excited about the launch. I'm losing sleep at night because I know we're getting very close. So I appreciate the time, sir.
Awesome. Thank you so very much. Now, real quick, before we hear from our CEO, I want you to hear from another lady who had the opportunity to fly into Dallas to meet with BD face to face, to meet with myself. I'm going to ask if Terry can share with us why at Cost Metals for her.
Absolutely. Hey, Antoine, thanks so much for having me on the call tonight. You know, look, I'm going to just slow it down just a pace, not only because I can't keep up with you, Antoine. You are like the best presenter that I've seen in my 27 years of networking. You know, I say networking and I say it proudly because this industry has done so much for myself and my family. And I hope that I've reached out to many, many people around the globe to do the same thing. But here's the deal, folks. I'm here for one reason. Antoine called and he said, hey, listen, you should take a look at this. And I said, well, what's the product? He said, metal. And I said, well, what kind of metal? That goes to tell you how tied in I was to this. And he said, no, precious metals. Well, that got my attention, folks. And so like Antoine said, my next step was simply go to Dallas, sit down with both of them, he and JD, and really hear from their heart what it is, why they're putting this together. And I'll certainly let them tell their own story. But I'm here for a reason. And that reason is every once in a while something comes across my desk. And I will tell you this, and I'm just speaking to those that are really interested in building the affiliate program. Because what we have in our hands here, I have not seen in my 27 years in the industry. We have a balanced compensation plan that pays extremely well for the newbie, for the person just coming into this market and this space, and pays extremely well on the far end as well. That is so important. You have to have people that can earn really quickly. And this comp plan that JD put together is just incredible. I think the other thing for me is just reaching the masses. I've always worked globally. I've had just great experiences living in India and Asia for a year and a half at a time, several times during my career. And I'm here to tell you that I love this platform because of the masses. It's going to allow with that fractional, you heard Antoine talk about fractional purchasing. Let me tell you, folks, that's what got my attention. Because if you want to reach the masses, you have to be able to open the door to them to precious metals. And what JD has put together in terms of, having this fractional availability to start out with $1, $5, $20, whenever it's good for them, that just makes the masses so more attainable. I'm just going to close with this. I just think that, I ask you to take a really serious look. Antoine talks a lot about the information spout. You don't have to do all of this alone. There are some really great people here that you've heard from already. Obviously Dawn and Scott and Antoine, and you're going to hear from JD. You're not alone in here, and this is really a team effort. But I want you to pay close attention to what's really being shared, because it may not mean anything to you at this point. You may not know enough information. But I'll tell you what, if you take a serious look and you get in and get involved, this could mean a fortune. And I want you to really think about that. It doesn't matter if you're just starting out. Just promise that you're going to take a serious look. And that's how I'm going to end it. So thanks so much, Antoine. I appreciate it so much.
Thank you so much, Terry. Thank you again for the value that you bring to ACM. One other gentleman I want you to hear from before we go to our CEO is a gentleman by the name of Gary. He's documented in this space. He's a professional in his own right. Gary Kramer, if you would, share with us why that cost metals for you, please.
I'm locked out.
We can hear you.
We could.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
There we go.
We can hear. Yeah, we can hear you. Yeah.
Very good. And thanks, Antoine. Yeah, again, another great presentation here tonight. Everyone had something great to say, but most importantly, I think the biggest aspect of that cost is not only the experience for management, the leadership. Most importantly, there's mention of a great compensation plan. 100% concur with that. Been in this space for 30 years. You see a lot of things come and go. One thing that is so very important here is that when you look at the actual product itself, it's literally a product that everyone can have success, whether they build a network or not. The product in itself builds wealth. It allows you to accumulate. It allows you to really prepare your family, prepare your affairs, even develop a legacy to teach your children, teach your grandkids how to start accumulating. Just a single coin a month can change your life. Just simply by following a disciplined plan. It works. It's been that way for decades. It's not going to change. But now add the equation of a simple, easy membership that anyone can afford around the country, or find a way to do it, and then simultaneously leverage that opportunity to become the doorway to any family, neighbor, colleague, business alliance, you name it. You can have this on the side doing anything that you currently do, whether you're the biggest CEO in the world to the smallest person out here looking to get by. This is an opportunity for everyone. And those of us that can take responsibility to guide and to develop others to understand the importance of this, I think can be life-changing to everyone. So I appreciate the opportunity here. Look forward to doing great things together with the team and everyone involved. Again, I also I'm going to give great credit to JD. You take someone that goes out and builds a business. Business owners take a heat a lot of times in the business world. We're the dreamers, the pioneers, the people that pave the trail to go out and help change other people's lives. You become the target. And again, I give him kudos for standing up and creating a better business model than anything out there today. And again, we have something to change the world with, change our own lives with, and help others for those that choose to participate in the affiliate business model. And again, I'm very grateful and thankful for this whole team and this environment to be a part of. So thank you so much.
Thank you. I really appreciate that, Gary. Now, guys, I want you to hear from a gentleman that I've been working with for the past 4.5 years. A gentleman that I have so much respect for. He's really blessed my family during the time that we really needed it, through an opportunity that he created in the software space, where my wife was a pro trader. And I mean, we just built that relationship online over time. While I was in Vietnam, him being in Dallas in the Metroplex. Now that I'm here, my wife is here. We had a chance to break bread with him, sit down and talk with him and get to know him even more. And even let's put our arms around him. I want you to welcome our CEO, Mr. Justin Davis.
Well, thank you so much for that, guys. First of all, it's very humbling to come on as a part of corporate for such a fantastic start to a company. We had this idea in the summertime, late fall or early fall, and to see how much progress has happened. I know everyone's so excited, and I think once we launch, it will set a record from conception to fulfillment. So the first thing that I've got on my notes here, and I've got it circled repeatedly, is that my partner, Troy Lecoe, he wakes up, he works on this as hard as anybody. So I just want to give him a shout out on here. He's on this call right now. He barely made it in before we maxed out at 500. He's a wonderful person, a great friend, a great leader. And Troy, thank you so much for being you. Okay, so as you guys are moving forward on this, let's not forget our co-partner, my partner and co-founder, Troy Lecoe, because he's a very dynamic person. And trust me when I say this, this company would not be here without him. So just like everybody on this call. So Troy, again, thank you. I know you're muted, but thank you so much for being here again. Okay, guys, we've got so much to talk about. We've got new HTML pages, FAQs, profile page, banking information. Just to put this in perspective, I've got a message here that I've got saved. I hope it's still on my clipboard. This is the magnitude of what we're trying to do. Okay, so take billions of dollars and spread it. And this is not a finalized list, but this should, it says your message is too long. Please try sending multiple shorter messages. That's funny. Let me see if I can do it like this. We are trying to piece together this type of company for you. All right, there's a piece. There's a piece. And I'm asking you to look in your chat, okay? We're hardly missing a letter as we go through the alphabet to have fulfillment brought to you in a way that is efficient in its cost and timely. Okay, so we've got a lot going on, and this is an example of who we are working with currently. Okay, so the idea of At Cost Metals, not only is it about the price, it's the execution. Okay, it's the execution of what we're trying to do. So I took some notes. I was on several Zooms earlier today, and I hate to say this, but tomorrow will be my last day of Zooms until we launch. Okay, because I've really got to focus on that, and I want to make sure everyone gets the best presentation possible, and more importantly than even that is actually launching. So remind me, Antoine, I want to do that presentation that we talked about for the bullion. There's a meeting coming up in May. Tammy, you feel free to post what information you have on that very soon. I think it's in May, and I don't even know the hotel yet, but I think she said we can have unlimited people coming to that. So if we can fill that up with 1,000 people or so in May, I think that would be a really fun meeting that we can blow up. Antoine, are you going to that?
I will be there.
Okay.
I will be there.
And Troy,
Tampa. Is that the Tampa meeting?
Yes.
Yeah, I will be there.
Okay, great. So our objective, guys, it's got to be efficient. So imagine this in your mind, and then I want to talk about marketing, then I want to talk about that specialty bullion. New customer signs up, they fill in the information. We know who their affiliate is because of the link, the marketing that we provide. And that customer can then fund their account can order precious metals, have that metals paid for, and have that metal shipped to their location wherever they'd like it shipped, and tracked and fully insured, and receive it, and the company get notified that it's then been received, all without any human interaction. Okay, in order to do that, there's a lot of software that goes into it, and that's what we're working on. And on top of that, you've got the vault and the DAP vault, which is the DAP vault. We've got another presentation that we're creating that will actually show the difference between the DAP vault and the other vaults. Okay, so what we call our DAP vault is our account with our main suppliers. So when someone purchases and it goes to the DAP vault, it can be sold back without delay. Okay, so that's the digital aspect of that physical vaulting system. And then as far as the other vaults, our customers have direct access to these vaults. Okay, so once it's shipped and you want it to go into the vault, then you have your sub account with your SKUs that show physical delivery is there and you own that metal. But there is a difference, and we are creating that page inside the presentation that will show the difference between the two. Okay, that's the boring stuff. We will have an announcement regarding launch. It's pending. We are processing metal orders right now for time. Yes, sir, for time testing. So keep your ears open, and you'll hear more and more testimonies about how people pay. They got their metal, and everything is perfect. That's our main goal, is to make it perfect, not only in product and compensation, but deliverability. Okay. I had a great Zoom conversation this morning with Brian and Sally, a fantastic team, and David. We were talking about marketing. They said, who do you know that wants precious metals? And it hit me like a ton of bricks, because there are a lot of people out there that know they need precious metals. But if you were to compare that to people that don't know they need precious metals, like you said, Antoine, that number is significantly more. So the real question is, who do you know that doesn't know they need precious metals? Because that, unfortunately, here in the States and elsewhere, if you look at bricks, if you look at the CBDCs, if you look at inflation, we know it's bad. Okay. I had this thought when I was a teenager: what makes a man? What makes a woman a woman? Okay, and it's funny because you always get different questions or different responses to that question. And it really gives some good insight into the person answering, right? You kind of see what's going on in their life, etc. The best answer that I could come up with after about a year of asking people just for fun is that moment when you realize that your life is what you make of it. And it's not only that realization, it's taking that next step, the accountability for it. So guys, that's where we're at right now. Tammy, thank you for posting that. But that's where we're at right now. Okay, so this vision, you can see by the countries that we've listed. Okay, it's a massive undertaking. We are so close. Troy, you can back me up on this. I think we will be sending out an announcement sometime tomorrow. Once we get these final things locked in on an exact date. Can't give it to you right now. There's still conversations. I'll be up all night. Troy will be up all night. We'll be talking about this. There's another Zoom on Wednesday. Hopefully we can have that specific date and that next step for everybody. So that's where we're at, guys. I need to jump back to the specialty. Is that right? The specialty bullion?
Yes, sir. Please, Please touch on that.
Okay. Here's the fun stuff, guys. We all understand the direct commission. You sell it, you get paid. If it's a referral from you, you get paid. Okay, there's no qualification for that other than just we got to know who to pay. All right. The cycles. Someone said in a earlier Zoom, asked the question. So if I become a gold, my salary is $30,000 a week. Okay, it's all based on volume. When something gets sold, we have direct commissions, we have points, we push all that out. Okay, but guys, the opportunity here is way, way bigger than just the direct commission. It's way bigger than even the 10% match. Okay, and the binary portion, obviously at $500 per cycle, that's a massive amount. Okay, but here's the thing. Don't think about this with the limited amount of points, and I say limited, from the once annually or once 18-month transaction of the membership. Yes, that's important. Okay. Daryl, I see your video popped up. I'm going to just call on you, and the first person that puts a chat in here that's not a Silver Eagle or a Maple with the corresponding typical retail price. So just go to Google, find a coin that's not an Eagle or a Maple or a generic round. All of that stuff is our at-cost stuff. But just find a random coin that you like and the corresponding price out there on the internet. Okay. And while they're doing that, I want to talk about that. So earlier, Antoine, you said typically below retail. Okay. Our specialty bullion is below retail. It's below typical retail, not sometimes below retail. It's below retail. Okay. So that's a very important distinction, because if we have a product that is more expensive than what you can just buy, then that completely negates our entire membership. It completely negates our whole model. So everything that we sell outside of the coin of the month is emphatically below average retail. The coin of the month, we put some markup on it. We've got to stay in business, and that's a critical component. We've got to have enough revenue to pay for servers and attorneys and state paperwork, country paperwork, customer support, and all the things that go along to with providing this opportunity. So that is our profit center. It's not much. It's enough. You know, you can certainly find it for a lot more than what we sell it at. Okay. So I got this. I don't know if this was the first one or not, but I see a Walking Liberty $50. Obviously, that's a half ounce of 90%. Okay, $11.99. As low as okay. So that coin, we could put a point on that. One point on that. So imagine you got a silver kookaburra at $27.89, right? 2 points on that. The half Liberty 1 point, silver kookaburra out of Australia, 2 points on that. So here's the thing: you get 30 points or 100 points from the membership, 20 points for the coin of the month. What happens when someone 500 levels down from you in your organization that you never met and had any correspondence whatsoever buys a monster box of kookaburras, okay, at 2 points? Well, guess what, guys? That put 1,000 points up through the genealogy. 1,000 points. That's 10 of the $3.99 memberships.
Wow.
Right. So how many? Quick math on that. It's over 30. Over 33 of the metals package 149. Okay. So it's not that we sell it and it's there. It's below the price people were going to pay anyway. Okay, so it's all of that combined inside a very fair, lucrative compensation plan. So obviously, we need to dedicate way more time and energy inside our PowerPoint on that part of the presentation. Okay, Eagles, Maples, 10-ounce bars, generic rounds, and some other things that make up 90% of what people typically buy. And the other portion of what people typically buy is going to throw massive points up the genealogy. Okay, so Antoine, someone like you, okay, you can expect tons and tons of points. I know you're probably already capped out at 30,000 a week, every week, but imagine a big portion of that flowing up that genealogy from this specialty bullion. Okay, so guys, yes, sir. I mean, that's powerful, because we're not asking people to spend more. We're asking people, would you like to save? Okay, would you like to protect your family? How's that grocery bill hitting? It's horrible. How's rent? How's business? How's your job security? Is your company that you're working for right now, are they stable? Are they making it? Right? Are you going to lose your job to AI? That's a real thing. That's a real thing, guys. All right, Antoine, back to you, sir.
Awesome. Thank you so much, JD. We appreciate it. Thank you, Troy Lacombe. We appreciate you. We know the value that you bring to ACM. Thank you guys for the opportunity. Everyone, that concludes our 30-minute Power Zoom, with the exception of having our special guest on, the interim CEO, because I know he's going to have another CEO in pretty soon. It's Justin Davis. Thank you so much for what you bring to everyone in this community to make a difference, not only in our own personal worlds, but we can go out and make a difference in the world. So thank you so very much, JD. Everyone, take care. Good night and God bless.
Thank you, everyone.